Power! I hope you like videos because I've just posted 3 today from yesterday. And today, I'm probably going to be making 2 for tomorrow. Well, you never know, it might not actually happen, but I am anticipating this young chap popping around here today so I can drive his car, which is the kind of car I don't normally drive, but he's going to be here anyway doing some work. So, but I've also got some of my own work to do, starting with a car that I put up for sale in 15 minutes from now, and that is this one, Brian Johnson. Yes, I know I've only had it for a couple of weeks, but I'm really keen to get my hands on that MGZR. So if I can move this one on, I will be able to do it. The only thing is, as soon as I got my video finished and ready for it to go up, it goes and does something a bit unusual. Ready? See if you can figure out what's wrong. Locking the car, unlocking. Why do you think it's doing that? Well, if you can't guess, I'll tell you. There's the boot, nothing happening. And the reason for that is, this car now thinks that the boot is open. Look, that's not going off. But it's not open, it's closed. So today I've had to remove the parcel shelf just so I can get into the boot. Which is, as I've said, closed. What do you reckon, eh? Well, I reckon that something's gone wrong with the wiring loom. So I've had to disconnect the boot light because otherwise that would just stay on. And of course it would stay on all night and flatten the battery, which would be another inconvenience. Or it would have been had I not have realised this last night. So with Rover's rather wonderful design of being a switch only on the boot, on the fob, means I've got to find a more inventive way of getting it open in the first place. There is nothing physical on the outside that you can use to open the boot with. It's all just done on that switch. I wonder if Rover had any idea what a problem this could cause, because I bet this isn't the first time this has happened. In fact, I'm sure I had another one before with the same problem, but the car was knackered, so it was being taken apart and it didn't really matter a great deal. But this one, it does matter, because what if someone decides they're going to buy this one today and they come along and they've got a bartering tool? They're basically going to come along to my yard, pick up one of my tools and beat me up with it, and that's not what I want. Well, it's all happening rather quickly here today, because the chap whose car it is just over there taking out his McDonald's wrappers or whatever it is he's doing, and I'm expecting the skip man to come, and I don't want to be out having a drive in that car whilst the skip man is here. So the truck with this car still in the back is going to have to go down here, so I can relax while I'm out, you know. So I've had a quick blast out in the VW Polo with a superized diesel in it, and now I'm back to do some other jobs. What jobs? Oh yeah, I remembered now. Yeah, I have. What keeps happening is I'll do something and I'll completely forget what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I have a cup of tea and then I'm right back to where I started. Oh, that's not what I'm doing though, I'm doing something else. Another piece of carpet, another piece of carpet, another piece of carpet, another piece of carpet. Stop messing around, put this lot away. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Still haven't got around to it. You will open. Well, that's not great. You can't just pop it open with a screwdriver like you can with some. Even applying pressure onto the boot to make it a bit more sure it's being closed isn't working. So I think it has something to do with the wiring loom, which you can get to by opening the boot. That looks a bit like a shocked humpbacked whale. Anyway, it appears to be very clear, so I've got to take that panel off so I can manually get the electric boot to select open. Taking bits off. If you ever come across this problem, that does come off easily with 2 screws and then gently unclipping. And there we have it. That is the stuff that we want. There we go. It's open. The question is, why did it think the boot was open? That's a good question. It's the question I'd like to have answered. So if I close it again, will it still think it's open? Aha! Try that again. Closed. And it's working again. At least it's easy enough to actually sort out. Yeah, removing that panel just makes it quite easy. This thing with the bonnet open reminds me of a pair of trainers. Well, I was just about to say it's good that the boot's working now and the warning sign on the dashboard has now gone, but it's now come back. So that means I've got a very clear idea of what I am doing when I get back to work. There's a really weird smell in the air. It smells a bit like Subways. Subway wee-wee. You know the smell. But it's not just here, it's been for the past half a mile. I wonder if it's, is there a crop that smells like Subway wee-wee? Because I'm sure I remember this smell from before somewhere, but it wasn't in a Subway. There's a white people carrier just back there, and it did have a sticker on the back that said Beast Mode on. And then I noticed it had been crashed, and now the sticker's gone. Oh gosh, right. I don't really feel like this, but I need to try and fix that boot thingy, don't I?
Do you mind? And it's properly there.
Oh, I've gone and got rid of half of my beard again. Do you know, it's been a rather unusual and distracting day with doing a bit of a car review and all the other various things I've been doing here, distracted by the boot. And the main thing has been a distraction for the past little while has been looking on this design site where I could possibly get a t-shirt printed with Project Nigel on the front. Do you know what I haven't complained about today? Yep, the rain. And that's because there hasn't been any. Instead it's just been really sticky and hot. I think it's about 24 degrees right now, which is considerably warm. You know what it's like in the UK. You can never get it right. It's too warm, it's too cold, it's too wet, it's too dry, it's too windy, it's too snowy. It's too. Hey, what's the weather like in the UK? It's too. That's all you need to know. It's never going to be just right. Don't ask.